and gentlemen, and welcome to a new era in this channel. I have a belt in my hand, and this is WWE 2k14, one of the better games of this current lackluster generation, to be honest, and we are going to be sticking with this game for the foreseeable future in a Let's Play format. And what Let's Play is a Let's Play without its story format, and that's why we're gonna go right into the 30 years of WrestleMania. And I'd love to show you this opening video, but I'd like to be seen in India, you know, get the Indian market going. Yeah, WWE will flag this and claim it, and they will not, I wouldn't be able to show this in certain countries, so see you when the video is over. Well, now that that's over, we're gonna get into the first era, I would say. Watching that video made me realize how old this game really is. We're nearing WrestleMania 40 soon. Like, WrestleMania 37 is about to happen, I believe. Editor, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's crazy how we're like 3-4 years away from WrestleMania 40, and this is celebrating 30 years of WrestleMania. But without further ado, let's get into Hulkamania Runs Wild. Oh, no cutscene, but we're actually going to start with someone that isn't Hogan. Good old Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd. The only WrestleMania match they can actually show, because WrestleMania 1 was kind of garbage. Let's get into it. Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd in a body slam challenge. The match stipulation is to body slam Big John Studd at critical in the ring. Win under 6 minutes for the historical achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the $15,000.
Ooh, he's got a bag.
Challenge.
Cool.
Now, if Big John Studd is body slammed, he will lose
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
$15,000. However, if Andre the Giant is body slammed, he must retire. Introducing first, from Los Angeles, California, weighing 367 pounds, Big John Studd.
Big John Studd putting up $15,000 of his own money to prove a point.
I love that little piece of detail. They has the bag of money.
For one giant in WWE, and that's Big John Studd.
Bobby Heenan would love to go down in history as the manager of the man who retired Andre the Giant.
Almost missed out on that.
In the French Alps, weighing 476 pounds, the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant looking very confident tonight.
He better be confident, JR, because if he does not slam Big John Studd, he'll be forced to retire tonight. WWE fans around the world may be getting their last look at Andre the Giant.
Seems like a lopsided bet to me, King. I mean, $15,000 against a man's career.
Well, Andre was willing to do it. He feels confident that he can slam Big John Studd.
$15,000 nowadays really isn't that much. If this match happened today, it probably would be more $100,000, $500,000, $1 million. It would be that kind of challenge. Now, what we're going to be doing with this Let's Play is we're going to be talking about WrestleMania memories. Now, since WrestleMania 1 was very lackluster when it comes to the wrestling portion, which, you know, I love because wrestling, I'm going to be talking about the one and only WrestleMania I went to, which we are going to be playing through at the end of this Let's Play, so you'll get to compare and contrast memories, or how I tell those memories, from now until WrestleMania 29. But yes, I went to WrestleMania 29, the one in New Jersey, which was, I believe, the first WrestleMania they didn't put a number on. And, okay, so I'm Andre, basic controls, thank you very much. Yes, I get it. Oh, dear Jesus. I don't think I'm getting the historical achievement. But yeah, WrestleMania 29, it was very fun. It was with my family. You can actually see me in the crowd on certain wide shots because I was right at the end, right before you would go on like the bleacher stands over at MetLife. Okay, boom. All right. Just get him to critical. But yeah, memories of WrestleMania 1. I wasn't born yet, so this is all secondhand. I believe it was around WrestleMania 27 that me and my brother partook, excuse me. Or no, it was WrestleMania 29 because we were going to that WrestleMania that we decided to watch every single WrestleMania leading up to that, which this was before the network. So to find 29 WrestleManias without the network, oh my God, it was horrifying. It was a nightmare of epic proportions because, again, we didn't have the network. There wasn't really a streaming platform you can actually go to actually find those WrestleManias very easy. We'd go on Daily Motion a lot. We'd have to buy DVDs and stuff. It was absolutely maddening. But yeah, it was crazy, and that was the first time I watched WrestleMania 1. Was that time we were going through every WrestleMania. And looking back, it was a very boring WrestleMania. If it wasn't for the celebrities, WrestleMania 1 would not be looked very fondly upon. Point example, this match right here is probably the biggest match WWE could have put out. Because even the main event, like with Mr. T, yes, it was cool that we saw Mr. T, but even then, it wasn't very good of a match. It was a celebrity match. There's not many very good celebrity matches unless it's like Bad Bunny or something. All right, can I get to critical? Elbow drop. That's moderate. One of my more notable memories with WrestleMania 1 was the Executioner squash match. I believe it was Tito Santana. That was very interesting and makes me think like what you can do with that information and how I can apply it to my future career. All right, so how is it going to tell me how to body slam? This is very unprofessional, I know. But how do I body slam? Is it just a grapple? Come on. Let me body slam. There we go. Back out, Almighty. Oh, I love a classic bell. Good old Heenan grabbing the money and running. Very interesting that just in 2 years' time, Bobby would be managing Andre shortly, again, 2 years afterwards, and put Andre in the main event against Hulk Hogan for the world title. And in reality, be the biggest event of all time. Yes, we got the Unlockables, Big John Studd, the WrestleMania Arena, and Andre the Giant. I believe we're going to be going through at least 3 matches for this first part, and then we're going to move over to the next part. So let's go to the next match. It is King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan in the steel cage match. Oh, WrestleMania 2. In a lot of people's minds, one of the worst WrestleManias there's ever been. But that's subjective. It wasn't perfect, of course, but we got a fun cage match out of it. We got Hogan title defense, something WrestleMania 1 can't say. But let's get right into Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy.
This is the main event to be held inside of a steel cage for the WWE Championship.
A solid steel cage.
Is the first man to exit the cage, either through the door or over the top. Accompanied by Bobby the Brain Heenan, introducing the challenger. From Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing 468 pounds, King Kong Bundy.
Who would have thought in 9 years' time he would go on to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania? That this guy would still be relevant 9 years later. And would go on to be managed by a man that main evented WrestleMania 4 to face a man that would go on to have, I believe it was 21 WrestleMania victories
And
before losing the streak.
from Venice Beach, California, weighing
Brother.
102 pounds,
Jack, dude.
the WWE champion,
Brother.
Hulk Hogan.
Here you
Dude.
go. Hogan and Bundy inside the steel cage.
This
Back
is
out.
what the world has come to.
Solid steel.
Look at Hulk Hogan, the greatest professional athlete in the whole of the world.
That wasn't even true back then.
Well, that's your opinion, JR. We may see a new champion tonight. You can see Hogan's ribs taped up heavily. King Kong Bundy
No, we can't.
did the damage to him in Phoenix, and I personally think Hogan is coming back way too soon.
Added bonus for me is if we get some blood on both guys, because I believe that is historically accurate. Brother, dude. That's cool. I wonder if that same graphic is like that in exhibition mode. That's something we can check out another time.
And that's what it's all about. That's the prize they're going after right there.
Brother, dude. Jack. See, I'm going to have to get used to Hogan's moveset because we're going to be stuck with it for like 7 matches. But here we go. All right. All right.
World's attention
Brother.
attacking Hulk Hogan on
Dude.
Friday night's main event a few months ago and delivering
So my memories of WrestleMania 2, pretty much nothing. Like I said, it was a Mania I saw when we did that Mania-thon at WrestleMania, during WrestleMania 29.
And let's not forget that Hogan's stock
But I remember precisely nothing. Like, obviously, the historian I am, I know of the NFL Battle Royal. I know of this match. I know the boxing match between Piper and Mr. T. But other than that, I really have no recollection. This is a very forgetful WrestleMania. If it wasn't for the fact that it was so early on in WrestleMania's lineage, and the fact that it was in 3 different venues in one night, which was, I would say, very interesting and a very good accomplishment on their end, but it wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't something that would put them in the mainstream like WrestleMania 1 or 3 would. It's the middle child of that WrestleMania trilogy, you can call it. Like, it's the beginning of the Hulkamania era, so we still have some guys that aren't really up to caliber. We aren't up to the Mr. Perfects, the Earthquakes, the Typhoons, all that stuff. We're not full Hulkamania era. We're still kind of getting out of the territory days. Oh, damn it. But yeah, overall, not the most impressive WrestleMania. Damn it, Bundy. You would think also that the cage match wouldn't be via the escape because, 1, it's for the WWF title, and 2, this is a blood feud, you know? You got Hogan versus the Heenan family. But this was very early on. Cage matches were set in stone when it comes to stipulations, so it was very much this or nothing. And it was very good that, okay, body slam. Is that just front grapple? Yep. Back out. Back out. Brother Jack, dude. Let me tell you some brother. One of my favorite Hogan jokes to tell. Big boot. Brother. Drop the leg on him. Brother. Dude. Brother Jack, dude. All right. Now I got to focus on this. Boom. No. I don't think Bundy's getting up either. Yeah, WrestleMania 2, very forgetful. If it wasn't for the fact it was the second WrestleMania, if it wasn't for Bundy and Hogan in the cage, if it wasn't for it was in 3 different venues, look at Bundy trying to climb up. That's funny. We wouldn't remember WrestleMania 2. It's already not as remembered as WrestleMania 1 and 3. It's the redheaded stepchild of the WrestleMania trilogy.
Here is your winner, and still WWE champion, Hulk Hogan.
Huh. Oh yeah, this did happen.
There's no call for this, JR. Bobby Heenan is the manager. He did nothing to interfere in this match.
Heenan brought this upon himself, and now he's going to pay.
Oh, Heenan. What a legend.
This is horrible, JR.
Heenan's the one who instigated all the trouble, and this is payback time.
Shows you also that even managers have to learn the basics of pro wrestling. You can't just come in, be a manager, and not do anything. That's a lazy manager. Jerry Lawler, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be Ventura in this. Brother dude. Jack. Brother dude. Brother Jack dude. I will say, I understand the appeal of Hulk Hogan. I personally, I'm not the biggest Hogan fan, but I understand his appeal, and I understand why he was the megastar he was. You know? All right, Bobby Heenan, King Kong Bundy, the WrestleMania 2 arena, and the Hulkster dude. No WrestleMania 1 Hogan. All right, now it's time for the final part in this first part of 30 years of WrestleMania. That's right, it's WrestleMania 3. And not only do we have one match, we have two matches, which I believe we're going to save Hogan versus Andre for part 2. We're going to end off with one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history, with Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is going to be a good one. We even got some WrestleMania moments in it. Let's go.
Here he comes, making his way down the runway. The
Ooh.
Intercontinental.
Ooh, yeah. Elizabeth.
This contest is for the Intercontinental Championship, and it is scheduled for
One fall.
making his way to the ring, accompanied by Miss Elizabeth from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 239 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Randy Macho
Man Savage. Woo!
Macho's looking good. And Elizabeth
Damn right he is.
listen to the ovation here in Detroit. Oh, they love the Macho Man in the Motor City.
It's gonna be such a shame having to beat him. Knowing the ending means I have to be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Though I believe this is gonna be a little inaccurate to the actual match. I believe George the Animal Steel is supposed to be in this, but I don't believe he's in the roster. But I could be wrong. This is, of course, it's been years since I played this.
Introducing the challenger.
Hello, Dwayne.
Weighing 230
Oh, look at Mach. Look at Mach.
the Dragon Steve.
Love it. For those of you that can't tell, Macho Man Randy Savage is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, bar none. Well, bar a few. I fluctuate between who's my favorite every now and then. Sometimes Owen Hart, sometimes Randy Savage. But all the time, it's people with just a larger-than-life feel to them. And that's Macho Man brings to the table. That's why I'm, honestly, when I was watching this for the first time, WrestleMania 29, I knew the outcome, but my eyes were dead set on what Mach was doing. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Very cool graphic there. I do like that they're going very old school with the championship design of the graphics. Though I don't think that's something you would see back then. They did not do graphics as much as they do now. That, I don't know how accurate that is to the time. Because that is the famous Brasso Polish Intercontinental Champion. Where the main plate was very like reddish brown because of the polish that Randy Savage used on the title. Yep. No sign of George Steele. I know all these, but here we go. Now it's time for WrestleMania 3 memories. Once again, not alive during this time. I sparingly saw the famous matches, the Macho Steamboats, the Hogan Andres before then, but the first time fully watching WrestleMania 3 was the WrestleMania 29 marathon, and it was as good as people say. But also people, I've heard claims of it's just a 2-match card, which I don't believe that's the case. As much as it's ridiculous, the midget matches were freaking crazy, but oh dear Jesus. The midget matches kind of crazy. The hair versus hair match between Adrian Adonis and Roddy Piper, a little weird, but it gave birth to the barber Brutus Beefcake. So not all bad. Can't go wrong with Ed Leslie. Good old Ed Leslie. The barber, Brutus Beefcake, the Zodiac, the Butcher. Whatever era you grew up in, you was probably something different. The man with no name. Or the wrestler with no name, whatever, something with no name. So yeah, WrestleMania 3 does live up to the hype it's been given. It really is one of the better WrestleManias of the early Hulkamania era, which was very few and far between. I would say this was the first truly great WrestleMania. Of course, it helps having one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time in Steamboat Savage. But also, again, it was very good. It had a history-making moment, which we're going to get into the second part. But overall, it was a great WrestleMania. I'm very excited to be playing through this. Where is the WrestleMania moment? Ooh. Oh! Is there something I can cue it with? Come on. I need my WrestleMania moment. There we go. Oh! Oh, thank God. Critical damage. All right. We can do that. What is your finish? Is it a crossbody? I think it's a crossbody. Oh my God! I just went flying. Whee! Come on, get up, get up. Actually, I should save that finish in case the last objective is hit him with a crossbody. No, stop it. Stop it, no. Good old chops. I love a good chop. The 2 years I've spent training as a professional wrestler has made me really appreciate a lot of things that you wouldn't usually appreciate. All right, what is this third hidden objective? Oh God. Okay. Oh, is it another moment? To the top. The innovator of the top rope, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Macho Man has defeated Ricky Steamboat, and there is no referee to make the count.
All right, what am I doing? Winning with a leverage pin. All right. Stop hitting me. All right, ref is up. It's in the center of the ring, so when I start flying, I'm not going to end up not hitting him. Whee! There we go. Now get up so I can win with a leverage pin. All right. Cover. 1, 2. Yes! There we go. And I get an achievement.
Here is your winner and new Intercontinental Champion, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
What a thing of beauty. Though I'm very disappointed Mach didn't win, but it did lead to eventually one of the greater WWE title runs. So good on Ricky Steamboat, even though he didn't stay in the company for much longer. Got Miss Elizabeth WrestleMania 3 gear. Ricky Steamboat WrestleMania 3. We got the WrestleMania 3 Intercontinental Champion. And we got the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. But that's going to be all for today. Thank you all so much for sticking with me in these troubling times. Until next time, I have a belt in my hand.